Turn your lamps on that building over there. Reckon that's where we'll be able to get our hands on the rift modulator.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
These laborers appear to be fighting the hand that barely feeds them.
That's right, folks! Keep it— Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? We're causing trouble. We just found out that we're basically slave labor. And now we're learning to stand up for ourselves. We need the proletariat to yield to, worker subjugation by xenophobic proxy? No, honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer, I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs. I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground. That's right, folks! Keep the chanting going! I can see the overseer up in your office!
Exact
And
same
we're definitely making
We
it
only
miserable!
work 12-hour days! With no rest and no downtime! We couldn't pay for a
Feels less like an overt labor negotiation and more like a covert assassination operation. Of course, I'm fine with either, dear.
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned, non-employee professional caller coming out!
Been off for a week! Can't believe what I'm losing on Adrena time and Auntie. Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool. Some ne'er-do-wells have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about basic dignity, and it should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences. Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Auntie's behalf is mine. And when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce. Dumber. Dumbly. Dunbar. If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder. No, I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons. Their value is in providing their minuscule contribution to this mighty and prestigious corporation, and by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position so that one of their undistinguished masses can fill it, thereby becoming distinguished. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear? Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you. You are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Do Us Proud.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the OC out of our office. And we're definitely making progress.
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that? Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is, poor, labor retention techniques? Remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that.
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim that, and if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties. No, I'm just a fellow underling suffering the corporate grind who saw the plight of these poor folk and needed to help them make a fair and reasonable deal.
That's right. Leo has been an absolute wealth of what's what. Without him, we would
under the yoke of oppressive undervaluation due to monstrous...
Right, that.
Me? Why, my only motivation is...
Now hold it right there. We aren't here to talk about Leo. We're here to talk about what it's going to take to make us get back to work, right? Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual... Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Yeah, well, of course you're gonna find it all ridiculous. You only care about what's best for Auntie. But there are demands all the same.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour work, 12-hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the... I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. A lunch break, you say? All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. I suppose you have a point. It wouldn't be egregious to approve some manner of employee discount, especially since they're a captive market. Is there more they ask? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. You can't imagine because you've never overseen these lazy, slothful, generally undermotivated layabouts. It's my stern hand that keeps them focused. The bathroom... What more do they want? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical.
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see I suppose it's better than nothing. What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? Well, that's tragic. I won't give tell to all the ways we've been sneaking our business under her watch, but let's say, what's next? She willing to see reason? Are you joking? That pile of cysty-licking raptidon dung. Like it's some great burden on her to treat us fairly. Remind me to spit in her rizzos if we go back to the... And if that's all we've been offered, I'm sorry to say, it's just not enough to get us back to the plant. You've got to get that damnable overseer to give us something meaningful.
Reasonable? Reasonable? What's reasonable about these terms? You're given a few scraps, so now it's time to go back to being
Leo's right. We just can't. We are staying here, blocking Auntie's...
Why bother? You know it's not going to help. You should consider my offer.
That's not really your concern. Leo has been nice enough to help us find our value here, and the rest doesn't matter.
Right. I'm just here to make sure they get treated fairly.
And so the work stoppage remains stopped. What now, dear? I've no qualms with turning this labor negotiation into a liquidation job, dear. Just say the word.
Hello again, Ameliorator. What news do you have? My, how very offensive and in violation of everything Auntie and I hold dear. I'm very disappointed in you, Ameliorator. I hope you have a more compelling argument than before. Oh, you saw that, did you? Fair enough. It was good while it lasted. All right, the Adrenatime will be free. I can always bill it as a business expense. Tell me we're done and you don't need to drag more concessions from me. Go and be quick about it, damn you. Time is literally money.
We couldn't pay for Adrenatime!
Hello again. Have you had any more luck in getting the Overseer to see reason? Well, it's not the outcome we were hoping for, but these changes will make our return to work much more palatable.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her ankles for her. And her usual agents don't.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get...
Going back to work under Auntie's choice ain't exactly my idea of success, but at least I'll have better terms to...